Yes. Ross Knowledge back in the building with their fam. Here we go again. Anxious about what? Everything, idiot. That doesn't rhyme, but all the time, sometimes I can't actually rhyme these titles, so I'm trying my best. Sometimes it can take me about 30 minutes to figure out these titles. Anywho, don't you hate it when, if you've got anxiety, by the way, this is only going to be a video for you. So if you haven't got it, or maybe you'd like to learn a little bit more, but anyway, if you haven't got it, you need to just get out of this video pronto, because it's probably not going to make any sense to you. Anyway, so I'm going about my day-to-day life, and I feel like, you know what, today I'm going to be a bit more open. So I open up my heart a little bit. I say, look, I'm struggling with this, aka anxiety. Next thing you know, they're like, trying to give you some advice, which is fair enough. Appreciate that, mate. The more advice, the merrier. However, they then say, what are you anxious about? Just don't be anxious about it. Look, mate, there's a lot more to it than just that. If you've had it your whole life, you can't just go out and flick the switch and turn it off. You've got to rewire. That's my small little, if this is referring to me, my small little brain, to somehow try and figure out this stuff all alone without anyone being able to see what's actually going on inside my head. So shut up, blood. So those 3 words, don't be anxious, need to just get thrown out of the boat into the boat so it can sink down to the bottom with the Titanic. Let's go! There's more to it though than one thing, because some people, they can have like phobias of maybe flying planes, spiders, snakes, tigers. So yeah, they're just a bit fearful, or they're anxious about being in that environment with the other opponent. But when you've had it your whole life, it's not really a matter of one thing. It's about just having the courage to go and face these things after a very long period of time of trying to avoid these things. So I just think if someone's having to ask you these questions, just don't bother giving them an explanation. Just say, look, yeah, I get what you mean, but there's a lot more to it than that. I'm gone. And then walk out of the room. But sometimes they can be quite understandable, which most people are. I haven't got anything against people that are trying to help me. And because they've always, if I'm ever to open up to someone about it, it's because I already trust them and I'm quite comfortable. So, I mean, you're doing something right, mate, if I've ever had this conversation with you and you're having to watch this video. And when people do actually ask me, look, what are you anxious about, mate? I then go away from the conversation, and whenever I do get those feelings again, I do think about what they asked me, which was, what you're anxious about, mate. So I've got that thought in my head next time I'm in this environment where feelings are getting brought up and I'm like, I want to run away and never come back. So thanks for that. In my school years, anxiety took over my life. It still takes over my life today, but I'm trying my best to hold it tight and not let it open up. I couldn't even function properly. I was there, so you got a teacher and that, just trying to teach you all these stuff. I'm sat in my class, twiddling my thumbs, just wanting to go home and listen to music. And they're going like that all day long. I used to give them like death stares. If they were talking to me. I do you know when the teacher's is trying to obviously teach the whole class, and then every now and then they'll give you a glance of eye contact. I'll be there waiting for it. I'm there like, we're looking at, what do you want, blood? And then I'll just have that stare competition without actually taking in what they're teaching me, because I just couldn't even concentrate on that anyway. So I thought it's pointless me being there. Yes, yes, yes. So man's now fresh home. Man's got out of that and he's locked in because he's put in the time and effort to get to where he is right now. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're the exact same as me and you want to put in the work. And I think you need to come back to the channel as much more often than normal so we can learn together, grow the channel together, get more people into the channel together, and then we can just get some good system to help one another, aka a group chat or some sort of Discord channel, to then bring a community together of people with like-minded abilities. So we, my friend, are going to work together and we're going to get there. Because I ain't going to get there on my own. You're not going to get there on your own. So we're going to turn these weaknesses and we're going to turn them into strengths. So whatever we're struggling with now, we're going to be like, look, this isn't going to be our struggle anymore. We're going to work more one step at a time on this specific thing that's bothering us. We're going to get some help from people, aka therapy, doctors, family, friends, and we're going to talk it out. We're going to say, I need help. And we're slowly going to build up our courage to overcome these problems. And then these small little things that were bothering us are now going to be our strengths. So I thought this video was quite beneficial. I think a lot of people do struggle with anxiety. When I originally really struggled with it and I was not wanting to be on this planet anymore, I thought it was normal. And I couldn't see the clear vision of what it actually was supposed to be like on the other side. So if you would like me to make more videos of this, I'm more than happy to do it because it's a big thing for me. And I don't want anyone ever to go through the same thing what I went through. And yeah, let's stay strong. I'm getting a bit emotional here. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me?